We welcome you into the beautiful El Choli Arena here in San Juan, Puerto Rico as we get set for FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament action. Group A will see Lithuania play their second game, taking on Cote d'Ivoire. Here's a look at the Group A standings. Lithuania defeating Mexico in game number 1 yesterday for them. They go on the back-to-back in less than 24 hours. Cote d'Ivoire was rested and ready, and they will see Lithuania here in their first game. Also the first game of the day. We will see Puerto Rico, the host nation, play their first game later on tonight against Bahrain. You have fans from Lithuania. We know they travel well. They've made it all the way to Puerto Rico, which is no small feat. But a lot at stake as their team tries to get back to the Olympic Games. So first, we get introduced to the team from Africa, Cote d'Ivoire, playing their first game here in San Juan, Puerto Rico. And this is the first time they compete in the Olympic qualifying tournament. A tall task to try and qualify for the Olympics. Only 2 teams from Africa have won their first 2 games in a qualifier before. Egypt did it in 1952, and Angola did it in 2012. Cote d'Ivoire try to follow in their footsteps, and they face a tall task. The first time ever they play Lithuania on the world stage. A different style of basketball Lithuania presents, very physical style. Cote d'Ivoire will look to get up and down the floor and neutralize that. On the other side, Lithuania, here we go. Game number 2 for them, less than 24 hours after beating Mexico just last night. They get introduced to the crowd with some support here from Lithuania. They had 9 straight appearances in the Olympic Games come to an end at the last FIBA OQTs when they lost at home. They're looking to get back into the Olympic mix. They took 1 step forward, doing it the right way by beating Mexico 96-84 yesterday. That scoreline feels like that game was a lot closer than it seems. Lithuania really dominated in that performance in the second half, making a couple adjustments and changing the complexion of that basketball game. Can they get 2 in a row and lock up first place in Group A? That is a question we'll have answered over the next 40 minutes of basketball. The starting lineup and the opening tip is on the other side of the national anthems.
I will please you to rise to stand up to hear the national anthem of Cote d'Ivoire.
There will be a big game atmosphere here in this arena. First game for Cote d'Ivoire here in Group A. Second game for Lithuania as they look to lock in the #1 spot in Group A and cross over into the semifinals, which we played on Saturday night. Currently alongside former Canadian national team member Javon Shepard. Thanks for joining us wherever you are, however you're doing so. Javon will meet the officials and then get into the particulars for both teams. First, the third team on the floor for this game. Rosso, Unjam, and Boyer from France, Lebanon, and Australia. 3 terrific officials with plenty of big game experience. So Cote d'Ivoire takes the court for the first time here in San Juan, Puerto Rico. You'll see the 5 that they'll send out in their first game. And what sticks out to you when you look at this 5-man unit?
Well, when I look at this unit right now, there's a number of these guys that have played together in France, right? So they know each other's tendencies inside and out. But also looking at this group, they're extremely athletic. And one thing that Lithuania likes to do, they want to play physical, right? They really battle. They're going to foul you, they're going to grab you, they're going to clutch. They only have one guy that was in potential foul trouble yesterday. And with the physicality, the length that you see with Cote d'Ivoire, they've got to come out here and make sure they adjust. Now, Jean-Philippe Dely, feature player, he's a guy that is the prototype of modern-day basketball, right? Lengthy, could shoot the basketball, shot the ball from 37% Charlotte Reims this past season, and likes to get over that left shoulder when he's in the post, right? So a guy that can go inside and outside, can put it on the floor a bit. They're going to need coming off the bench, so he's going to have a favorable matchup playing against Lithuania's second line.
Their head coach, Nacho Lescano, Spanish head coach, has been in charge of this program since 2020 and looking to get into the Olympic Games. A big moment for them. Lithuania played yesterday. Here's their starting 5. And it's the exact same starting 5 that they sent out against Mexico.
And it's, it's not just about their starting 5. We're talking about a team that plays with depth, right? They get better as the game goes on. They had 38 points come from their bench yesterday against Mexico, but just a tough, gritty team, hard-nosed team. They really blew Mexico out in the third quarter yesterday, but the bonus, right? Double-double machine. On all accounts, you can say that he had a quiet game yesterday, but still 12 points, 11 rebounds, and it's clear that Lithuania, they want to get him onto the right block so he can spin baseline, work in the block there. They also like to get him the ball on that elbow, that left elbow, so he can make cross-court passes with that left hand. If he gets the ball in transition off the rebound, he's really good pushing it. I expect a better game from him, more aggressive. He's not going to have a big physical matchup like he did yesterday against Ibarra. So coming out and even having a better game than he did yesterday. But still a double-double machine.
Inside a minute before tip, countdown to tip-off presented by Tissot. You saw on your screen just a moment ago, Coach Mark Vitas, he talked about it yesterday after the win against Mexico. Wasn't impressed with the first half performance. Very impressed with the way they came out and made adjustments in the second half and really blew Mexico out of the water. It'll be interesting to see how they start this game, knowing that the start wasn't up to standard yesterday.
Right, and you mentioned that second half was a completely different team. They came out, made some adjustments, really got into Paul Stahl. Didn't allow Mexico to get into their offense. They've had them starting the offense at about 30 feet out. But the thing that stuck out to me for this Lithuanian team is 24-2 fast break points yesterday. Right, when they get that basketball, they have a number of guys that can push it, a number of guys that can finish around the rim. They pass it extremely well. Your transition defense it has to be top-notch. It's imperative that everybody's communicating and stopping the ball above the break, because these guys, they're going to get out, they're going to make it a track meet.
You mentioned the adjustment they made on Paul Stoll. Arnis Bukivis came off the bench, provided some size with that frame on the smaller Stoll. And they made adjustments in their pick and roll coverage, and that was the ball game. Let's see how they start tonight.
It was night-night.
Lithuania and Cote d'Ivoire underway here in San Juan, Puerto Rico. FIBA Olympic qualifying action, and quickly, 4 seconds into the game, Cote d'Ivoire gets their first bucket on the goaltend.
Well, Professor Fafana just getting out, seeing that ball tip. He said, I'm going to sniff it out and be first to it. And getting that ball on the rim, using his body. Great frame, long. Just got it extended, picking up that foul.
Fofana playing in his 44th game with the national team. The veterans of the squad now at age 32, someone you played against.
Yeah, and he gave me a warm time. Very warm time. I seen him come out and start warming up. I still had nightmares.
Fofana was part of the team that won silver in the Afro-Basket in 2021 in Rwanda, playing his pro ball in France this past season. Gets things underway for Cote d'Ivoire. Here's a bonus. Zadakelskis. Gorgonis had a terrific game yesterday. Picks up right where he left off. Floats it in.
That's a good job turning the corner. The defense is on his hip. Didn't get a chance to recover. It just makes it a tough play off that right side of the basket. Really using the glass. Nice touch.
Gorgonis put up 21 points, a game high. Did it efficiently, shooting 62% from the field. In the victory. 5 to shoot here for Cote d'Ivoire. Fall away by Thompson, hits the front iron, and foul is going to be called on Cote d'Ivoire as Villanova did a good job of clamping in that rebound.
Those are rebounds, out of area rebounds, right? Villanova just really got in there, 2 hands for safety between two orange shirts rather. Just found a way to gut it out.
Gorgonis now initiating the offense. Cote d'Ivoire will get into you defensively. Long and athletic, as Devon mentioned off the top. Different style that Lithuania has rarely seen on the world stage, as Gorgonis blowing right by everyone, and he has 4 points.
Gorgonis, he's a bucket, right? You think about how he got to the basket there, the contact 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, and just the concentration to play through that contact and to finish.
Fofana. Thompson shows the up fake. Still time to shoot. Thompson misses the layup. Lale was there, and he puts it up and in. Cote d'Ivoire is able to match what Lithuania will be able to bring on the glass. They'll help themselves here in this one. Sabonis finding Jokubaitis. He missed the layup. Fofana on the push. Lost control of the basketball, and here's Lithuania the other way. Jokubaitis from the corner for 3. Halfway down and out. Last touch, they say, by Lithuania. Players want to challenge and see what Coach Markvidas wants to do. He's not going to challenge him this early in the game.
Too early.
Should get a half a point at least for that. Lade. Fofana. Vitas called for the foul. He hit the deck and reached out and grabbed the driving.
I want to see Cote d'Ivoire play a bit more aggressive off of the catch, because right now Lithuania is playing them below the 3-point line, almost daring them to shoot the basketball. You can see they're running their offense, but thinking twice about those shots. So you got to be aggressive and assertive, and whether they can stop and pop it or on the catch attack, so they can catch Lithuania flat-footed.
Tavelis will check into the game as Zagavitas now with 2 fouls. Fofana using the up fake. Thompson deep post position. Draws a double, kicks it to Fofana for 3. And a fist pump as that goes home.
Inside, outside basketball.
Another foul in the backcourt. You see what Cote d'Ivoire wants to do. They want to pressure the full length of the court. Here's a Fofana 3.
Great job with the rotation, and you know what? That ball goes inside first. The defense shrinks. You get that kick out, and at this level, these guys have time to tee it up, get the hands on the laces, and let it rock.
Gorgonis looking for Sabonis inside. The double-double machine had another one last night and gets his first 2 of the game.
So that's exactly what I talked about in the open, right? They want to get Sabonis on the right block so he can work towards the middle of the floor. One, he can make a pass with his left hand, but better finisher.
Lade, a blur, gets to the rack. flowing right by Jokubaitis that time for the lay-in. Once again, Lithuania in a very competitive start to a basketball game here in San Juan. Jokubaitis, his shot no good. A rebound Thompson, and Sabonis mistimed his jump. Here's Mulave. Don't blink, he might miss him. Turns the corner. He's gonna look to get it back. Mulave is feeling it. Can't hit the jump shot. Sabonis vacuums in another rebound. That ball, they say, last touch by Lithuania. It's going to stay here with Cote d'Ivoire. As a player, how tough is it to really have to deal with a team that is looking to pressure you as soon as you get the rock on the other end of the floor?
It's tough. It's tough, right? It's one of the things that you hate. And Lithuania is a team that plays aggressive and tough. And usually those teams, they don't like when their opponent does the exact same to them, right? And that's what Cote d'Ivoire has done early in this game, has gone out using their athleticism. And I mentioned it before, a lot of these guys play in the French league, whether it's first league or second league. That's an extremely athletic, physical league. So they're coming out here and they're applying that same amount of pressure, and Lithuania is kind of caught on their heels, so to say, right now.
Saw Mexico do it yesterday. Cote d'Ivoire was watching closely to that game. Daddier driving, tough layup inside.
That's just a great read, Daddier. As he's working that baseline, the help doesn't come across. He just used the basket to shoot himself.
Dragonis rejected inside. Ball swiped away. Look at Murare on the other end. Can't get it to go. And another rebound, Sabonis. Good pace to this one so far. Dragonis shows the up fake, frees himself for three. At the front of the rim. And Fofana says, let's help our announcers out. Slow it down a little.
Slow it down.
11-6 your score. 5:30 remaining in the first quarter. Game number 1 for Cote d'Ivoire. Game number 2 for Lithuania. They defeated Mexico, also in Group A, just last night. Less than 24 hours ago, in fact. Fofana for 3. Hit one earlier from that spot. Missed the second opportunity. And it goes out of bounds. They say last touch by Lithuania, so stay here with 14 on the clock for Cote d'Ivoire to work.
Daddy working here, the left and right cross on this one. Talking about working the baseline. No help comes. Using the backboard to shield himself. Right hand finish. Block shots. Hit the glass.
Wadzio saying no. Diabate will inbound, checking into the game for the first time. Zazua, he'll tee up a 3. It's way off. Coach Lascano looks on, his team playing their first FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament. Trying to get to the Olympic Games, success at AfroBasket 2021. I think a silver medal. It'll be special if he's able to complete the upset here in this game. It's one of the world powers. Dragonis' 3 falls in and out. Vilanovis gets fouled underneath as he was trying to put it back up and in.
And you know, Cote d'Ivoire's got to come up with that rebound, that defensive rebound there. They did a good job of just knowing Deion Thompson working Sabonis out to the three-point line on his catch. Here you see the big offensive rebound. But if you force Sabonis out to the three-point line, that double team comes and you force the kick out for a shot, right? You've done everything you're supposed to do. Got to close out those possessions so you're not forced to play another 14 seconds of basketball. Get an offensive rebound here, and Lithuania's at the strike.
Vilanovis drills the first free throw, his 15th senior national team game. Made his debut at the 2017 Eurobasket. That was in Israel. Headed on the way to Turkey for the knockout stage. Just the winner, 7-time LKL champion, is Vilanovis. Just knows how to win and be a part of winning. Diabate uses a Thompson screen, a lot of space created with that. Unable to hit that mid-range jump shot. Vilanovis vacuums it in. Vicious in the open floor. Here's Sabonis spinning away to the baseline. Tough layup and gets it to fall.
He knew it right away. Right, the defense is playing him on that high side, and you know he wants to get to that left hand on that left block. Great spin with the quickness to the rack.
Cote lead by 1. Diabate, Fofana moves the rock. Zazua attacking baseline. Can't get it to go, but he was fouled. A late whistle should send Zazua to the foul line. The foul should be on Vinsha.
First is on opponent number 33,
It is. Lithuania 1 foul away from the penalty. That was their fourth team foul here in the first quarter.
That's something that Cote d'Ivoire can continue to look at, right? There's twice now that they've got those baseline penetrations, and they've gotten some success from it. If Deion Thompson can get Sabonis away from the basket, so you're missing the first one there, first and 2. If he can get him away from the basket, then now your guards have the ability and opportunity to work a little bit more off of that baseline, get some finishes, get himself to the free throw line.
So Zua goes 1 of 2 from the line. Restores a 2-point lead for Cote d'Ivoire. You see that full court pressure once again.
Yeah, Cote d'Ivoire, they're picking up about 90 feet right now and really getting into. You can see trailing screens. Here's a double team in the post.
Good scramble for everybody to get back to find a body. Bellis for 3, can't get it to go. Strong rebound inside. Lewis was missing an opportunity for a 3-point play, but that's just hustle.
That's a grown man rebound. Grown man rebound. That's what happens as well, right? You get into scramble, you get into rotation. Cote d'Ivoire's done a good job with that out of the double team, and then somebody's going to be left open. There you see a crash boards, and that's a second offensive rebound. So you've got to keep in mind, after those rotations, right, out of those double teams, done your job, get the ball moving, get it out of Sabonis' hands. Well, shot goes up, everybody's got to match up. Doesn't matter if it's a guard cross match against a big or a big cross match against a guard. Get a body on somebody, push them outside of the paint because Lithuania is crashing the boards. Credit Villanova says big time rebound, right? You see the shot go up, you understand that you can't just sit and watch, right? I've got to get myself involved in the game. If shots aren't dropping, Cote d'Ivoire's doing a good job of making the game difficult. We'll find ways to impact. And what he does is get on the offensive boards twice now.
He had 5 points, 4 rebounds in the win over Mexico and knocks down both free throws here to tie the game at 12. We saw Mexico start hot against Lithuania yesterday. They started the game on a 9-0 run. Lithuania weathered that storm and ran away with the game in the second half. Cote d'Ivoire playing tough to start the game, but can they sustain it? Diabate to the rack, can't get it to go. And Ulanobis vacuums in another rebound. Maniunas, his first touch of the ball. Cote d'Ivoire really bumping on every possession. Forcing the catch of the basketball way away from the basket. Look at Vicious, that's a 2, a tough one. Tape got a piece of it. Here comes Zazua back the other way. Dally lost the rock. An opportunity for Lithuania to push to Bellis. Good ball movement.
And that's where they're good. That's where Lithuania is really good. Like I mentioned yesterday, 24-2 in fast break points. We can see why right there. The execution in fast break. Nobody's running out to the 3-point line. Nobody's getting fancy with the basketball. They have a 3-on-1. Great crisp pass. Great layup.
Gives Lithuania a 2-point lead here late in the first. Short-lived as Zazua attacking the rim that time.
Patrick Tappe did a good job of just clearing out space for Zazua to get downhill to the rack.
Gavicius, he's a blur as well.
That's 2 back-to-back straight line drives for both teams.
Here comes another. That time, Diabate stripped to Bellis on the runway. Lays it up and in.
What a pass by Monte. Almost like a quarterback, Tom Brady there.
A wide open receiver. Maybe you and I could throw that one. Dally for 3, off the mark. Ulanobis pulls down another rebound. a tough pass inside. Great catch by Tubelis. He was fouled, being bumped by Zazua.
Tubelis just knew that he had the smaller guard and gave a target, sealed him under the rim. Simple play, simple basketball. You don't have to call a play here. You can see the defense on the backside, gets the catch, draws the foul.
And that foul put Cote d'Ivoire in the penalty, so Tubelis will go to the line. But first, we have a timeout. 1:15 remaining in the first quarter. Lithuania up by 4 over Cote d'Ivoire. And we'll listen in to the Cote d'Ivoire huddle. And Coach Liscano.
Every time we start on the big here, we are dead. They go like a knife. Hey, we have to collapse. Collapse, all of you collapse. Right? Venga. This is playing with the extra pass. In front all the time. In front of them all the time. Venga. Don't have no idea. Play with more confidence. Run away. Take it deep. Keep roll. With confidence, all of you. Shoot the ball. Keep playing. Venga.
Coach Marksvitas looks on with his squad now, starting to get into the rhythm of this basketball game. Coach Liscano hoping that they could close the quarter strong. 1:15 remaining in the first period. Team down 4 coming out of the timeout. Tubelis stands at the line for 2 free throws. One thing that's always going to be in favor of Lithuania is points in the paint, currently with 14 points in the paint to start this game.
I want you to take a look down their bench, right? And understand why. When you look at this team, you have 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", 6'10". Even their wings, like everybody goes 6'7" across the board. And those guys aren't afraid to throw their body around.
Sometimes you have size, but don't often use it.
Right.
This is a team that is not afraid to use their God-given ability. That is that length and size that they have and pound you inside.
And you know what I appreciate about them too is that they forced it, refs, the officials, Zazua attacking the basket again. As soon as he gets downhill, a number of the guards, they get that first step to the basket. There's not much help there, right? So everybody's got to recognize that right now and say, okay, we can beat the guards of Lithuania off of the dribble, use their aggression against them. Nobody's at the rim.
It's one of the recipes for success against a team like Lithuania who likes to play inside out. If you have some good guards and quickness, you can trouble them defensively. Foot speed, not always in their favor. That ball was touched by Cote d'Ivoire. It's going to stay here, 14 on the clock.
You know what, the foot speed is one thing, but you've also got to use the foot speed, but absorb and invite the contact because it's coming, right? If you're not looking at the officials for calls and you know it's coming, you're playing through it, that gives you an edge.
That's what Cote d'Ivoire has done so far in this first. Buxelis first. A layup, and he'll go to the line for one more. Or Lithuania has so far in one game and a quarter. Out of bounds plays on that baseline and seems to always end up in a layup.
Tight curl to the basket. And, you know, we had a chance to watch them in practice. We talk about the out of bounds plays. I'm not surprised at that because just watching them in practice, they were extremely precise. You know, usually we go into some walkthroughs and guys are laughing, guys are joking around and, you know, preparing for the game, but no, everybody was militant, everybody was locked in. Like, they had traveled here to Puerto Rico for a specific job, and they're not cracking a smile until they're done.
They know the pain of getting all the way to the finals of a FIBA OQT and having their hearts broken in that final. That happened to them in 2021. And put an end to 9 straight Olympic appearances. Trying to begin a new streak here in Puerto Rico. Here's Jokubaitis, using the screen well. And puts it up and in on the float. Jokubaitis, one of the youngsters on this squad. Doesn't play his age, 23 years old. He's getting that experience in the ACB. A great season this year with with Barcelona.
Well, he's the second leading scorer at the 2023 World Cup. Just under 13 points and shot 55% from the floor. So I'm not too sure that's a young fella. That's played like a grown man this World Cup, this past World Cup.
Diamante put it in right before the horn, and that's how we end the first quarter. 24-18, your score after the first 10 minutes of play. Lithuania lead over Cote d'Ivoire. An opportunity to look at the first quarter stats here after the first 10 minutes of play. And not a single three-pointer has fallen for Lithuania, but that is A-okay with them. They like to get you inside.
It can also change in a blink of an eye. So if you're Cote d'Ivoire, continue to take advantage of that right now, because if this team gets hot, they start to really get hot.
Get an opportunity to see some of the best plays from the first quarter of play here in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Ragonis picking up right where he left off. Start things off. Fana finding that three.
Inside, outside.
Gotta love it. And the double-double machine, Sabonis putting in that work.
There you go. Spin baseline, just a tough finish, playing through the contact in Sabonis fashion.
And Bukevicius with that and one opportunity. Coach Liscano saying, hey, we know we like to play physical, but sometimes you got to call a foul every now and then. This team hanging tough with one of the most physically imposing teams on the planet. Only down by 6 after 1. Scan the QR code on your screen right now for the Courtside 1891 app. Stream, schedule, scores, and so much more. Follow along every single FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament here in 2024. Courtside 1891, your home for live streams. Start of the second quarter will be Lithuania basketball, going from left to right on your screen. Lukavicius and Mulare. Battle of two players who could probably run a 100-meter dash at the Olympic Games, let alone play basketball. This is a soft touch inside by Montejunas.
What did a good job not allowing that cross screen. Montejunas recognized that, given the target, a high target, caught that ball on the weak side block and just made something out of nothing.
Mulare uses a tapping screen. Sosua. That's going to be a kick ball. We set the shot clock back to 14. Tapping will sit. And that will bring Thompson back into the game for Cote d'Ivoire. Putting a little more size on the floor. There's the rest of the five on the floor right now as Mulare takes a three, left it short. Montejunas, uncontested rebound. Montejunas initiating the offense here. Taking some contact from Thompson. It's going to be an offensive foul. As Montejunas gets called for the hook under the arm. Thompson.
Well, that play went bad a long time ago, right? When you have your 7-footer bring that ball up, having to put it, out of play with it, out of his comfort zone, bad things tend to happen, right? One of the guards got to come get the ball from him and make the decisions.
Sosua. Daly wants it on the block. Now turns and faces. Good move by Daly.
Got to know your scout report. Right, he's attacking baseline to that left hand, but he's coming right back over that left shoulder to get to that right hook.
Montejunas with the dish. Bukevicius blows the layup. Kuzminskis for three. That's off the mark. Lithuania still over from three. 0-5 from three-point range as Dadier, Euro stepping his way to the 10 with the finish off the mark. Dimsha. Montejunas can hit this. Hit it 35% during the season, and he drills a three. 9-point advantage for Lithuania, and the largest lead of the game for them now. 2 minutes in here in the the second quarter. Thompson trying to respond. Can't get it to fall. Kevicius with the rebound. He looks to push. It's a good job there by Cote d'Ivoire to get back in transition. Kuzminskis for three. Off the mark. Zazua with the rebound. Zazua was hit on his way to the 10, and they're going to call it in the act, so he'll go to the line for 2.
Just seen it, right? Caught him on his heels in transition. He's backpedaling. Zul, the right idea. Just having that defense back on their heels. All right, it's attack mode. In transition, that's an easy decision to make, right? Because the defense is always at your mercy. What Cote d'Ivoire's got to do a lot better right now is just recognizing that Monte Yunus is on the floor right now. He's playing in drop coverage. So when you get into those ball screens, a lot of times the guards are forcing the issue into his chest and making those shots a bit more difficult than they need to be, right? Get to your mid-range or just get comfortable taking a shot from 3.
Someone left early that allows Zazua to get another opportunity at the line, so he knocks down both free throws. You're right about the presence of Monte Yunus on the floor. Talked about the foot speed. Well, maybe he's showing us some there right on the bounce. Wasn't exactly known for moving the puppies early in his career.
Well, he's moving them now. He is moving them now. Full court, putting the ball on the floor. And you know what's funny? The timing on the passes, too, they're crisp. Bounce pass, it's showing us a little skill.
Freedom in this system is different than most teams as Kuzminskis forces one up and in. Here's Thompson staring at Monte Yunus. Lave turns the corner, finds Thompson for 2. Talked about the drop coverage there, that was it.
And that's it, right? Now you force Monte Yunus to make a decision, and as he steps up, you dropping it down to Thompson, who's in position, making himself available. So force the big to make a choice.
Kovitis with a quick first step. Monte Yunus hit one here a moment ago. Can't get that one to fall. And Cote d'Ivoire with the rebound. They haven't had many opportunities to run in transition. Lithuania doing a good job of getting back after the miss. Lave, he has some space to go to work. Wants a screen first. They don't switch. Lave pulls back for 3. Off the mark. Jokovitis touched it last, so we'll stay here.
Coach Walden, they're trying to pick out Monte Yunus in those ball screens right now. For the guards, you've got to be quick with the action, because if you're not, you're allowing Lithuania to go under the screen. The guards of Lithuania to go under the screen, and now you can't attack Monte Yunus.
Guadzio back on the floor for Cote d'Ivoire, 6 in orange. Zazua will come to the rock. Lave, good pass inside to Thompson. He did a good job of keeping his pivot to finish. Jokovitis trying to shake Mulave. Easier said than done. Sabonis back on the floor. Sabonis is waiting to check in at the next whistle. Monte Yunus, the push shot is there.
That's good defense, just better offense there.
Finding that soft spot in the defense. Monte Yunus made it look easy on the float. Zazua, the floater, can't get it to go. And that ball's going to stay here. Last touch by Lithuania. Diabate checks back into the game, and as does Sabonis. Steal on the inbound. Kuzminskis will push the rock. Sabonis, deep post position, double comes, he's gonna repost again. Good up fake by Sabonis. That's what makes him so tough to guard. He's so patient with his play.
Yeah, he's going to beat you up the whole way, right? The initial post with the bump, kicks it out, bumps you. Gets the ball again, he bumps you for a third time on his way to that basket.
Yavate has Thompson. Olave turns the corner. Fofana for three. That's partially blocked. Lithuania looking to run out, but Quazio comes up with the steal. It's a fresh 24. Cote d'Ivoire. Yavate, the floater, can't get it to go. He's going to follow his zone, but the foul was called before. It's on the floor on Fofana. Was trying to crash, and he got cleared out by Grigonis. It's the third team foul here for Lithuania in this quarter. Here's a look at it.
Fofana there, he did a good job tying up Grigonis on the way to the rim.
Fofana, that's a three. It's off the mark. Kevicius pulls down the rebound. Lucky enough to pick up his dribble in the backcourt and find an open teammate. Here's Sabonis, so dangerous from this area. Great passer. Runs in his family, doesn't it?
Might just a tad.
Servinus for three.
Just a tad.
Can't get it to go. Rebound is Mulave. Don't blink. Quazio. Top layup. Counted in the foul. A strong catch, a strong move. And took the contact and has a chance for a three-point play.
Cote d'Ivoire right now, if you can, here you see another look at this play, you're looking at two dribbles, three dribbles, one pass, three dribbles total, length of the floor for the layup, and one. Here at Cote d'Ivoire right now, you can keep this thing under 10 going into the third quarter, right, and make some of those adjustments coming out of the half. You're still in a really good position. I haven't shot the ball well yet. I don't think we've really seen rhythm for long stretches, but what's kept them in the game is their intensity.
Kevicius, 5 to shoot. Fofana swiped down at it. Got called for the foul, and Puskevicius will go to the line for one more.
Puskevicius, the first thing he did was he got into the paint, and before even looking at the rim, he uses that left shoulder. Here you see, boom, knocks the defense off, Fofana, and then the concentration to finish. But this is what we're talking about, the physicality with Lithuania. At no point did he even look at the rim. He was looking at the defense first, not the defense off their stance, and then get the shot up.
As a defender, how tough is that really to defend?
Well, especially if it's coming to the center of your chest. You're thinking about my chest caving in before even staying in front of the offense.
9-point game. Fofana missed Thompson, who had good post position after rolling. Thompson will set another screen. Fall away shot off to the mark. Running opportunity here for Lithuania. Once again, Cote d'Ivoire just hustling back defensively. Lack of spacing right now for Lithuania, so they'll reset. 10 to shoot. Nokovitis finds Sabonis right down the lane. And that's going to lead to a timeout. 3:07 remaining in the first half. Lithuania up 40-29. The break in action gives us an opportunity to eavesdrop into the Cote d'Ivoire huddle. But before that, we remind you, scan the QR code right now on your screen. Download the Courtside 1891 app, stream schedule scores, and so much more. Here from the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament in San Juan, Puerto Rico.
You got here, don't renounce.
FX Cam te lo trajo TCL.
See Sabonis rolling to the rim. And Coach Marks appreciating the effort. His demeanor, very calm, very collected on the sideline.
So cool. Just calm, cool, like you mentioned. And that breeds confidence into his guys, right? Because when you have a coach that exudes that type of energy, that calmness, you feel calmer on the court. When you have a coach that's a bit frantic, you're going to feel that, apply and play that same way on the court because you just don't have that confidence in one another.
98 takes the handoff. Crossing over. Top layup, counted and the foul.
Solo
Diabate to the rack. And a chance for one more at the line.
First personal foul number 11.
Was Connor in that last huddle saying, hey, they have one more foul away from the penalty. They just picked it up right there. And that time, it looked like it wasn't Sabonis that created the foul.
He took it on his own shoulders, right? Said, I'm going to hit you with this beat bop, this left to right crossover, get downhill, and just a tough finish. Diabate, a guy he's been around the block for a minute himself, 36 years old. And came off a pretty good summer, just under 10 points per game, 5.6 assists at last summer's World Cup. And you can see why, right? He's so quick at 6 foot small in stature, but crafty, gets into the paint. And whether he's finishing, if he finishes, he finishes. But if not, he can collapse the defense and kick out the basketball, make those plays, make a couple assists here or there.
So Diabate finished the bucket, but it's Sidibe who was actually fouled by Sabonis. So it will be Sidibe who will go to the line for one more. That's being explained to Coach Marks right now. And it appears it's going to be 2 shots because Lithuania now is in the penalty. So Sidibe seeing his first action here in this one. From the Bronx, New York, just 30 years of age. This is his first free throw. Started his pro career with Würzburg in Germany. And just finished playing in Hungary. Hit 42% of his threes this season. An important 248 right now for Cote d'Ivoire. They've battled hard. They've made this a game. They don't want to let go of the rope. Here to close the half. And this is where Lithuania and the great teams kind of turn it up to make sure they go into halftime with momentum. Tubelis, great ball movement. Milanovic. Tubelis for 3, drops it home.
Tubelis there sets a screen, extra pass, and then gets one in return for the shot.
Bad foul that time by Sabonis. It's going to send Diabate to the line.
Second personal foul number 91.
You see right to left crossover. Earlier we see the left to right. Now you see the right to left. So shifty. It's really hard to stay in front of him. He's one of those guys that really know how to use the change of speed, the change of pace. It's easy guarding guys that are going 100 miles per hour the entire game. But guards like Diabate that'll slow you down, rock you a bit, and that explosive burst. Tough guards.
Diabate, you mentioned, 36 years old. He's going to turn 37 on the 21st of this month. Could be an early birthday present if he's able to get his team to the Olympic Games.
I have so much respect for guys that are, playing into their 30s, mid-30s, late 30s, because I know how my back feels just sitting here. I know how my knees feel just sitting here. I need ice, so I commend them.
18 pro seasons and counting for Diabate. That was Jokubaitis laying it in. Olave, the floater. Can't get it to go, tap. It's not there, and Dimsha pulls out the rebound. Chance for Lithuania to run. Tubelis, inside of Sabonis. He blows the layup. So Cote d'Ivoire dodging one right there. Might have been the easiest shot of the night for Lithuania. Diabate with the floater. He's starting to feel it.
So, Diabate.
bouncing around like a 26-year-old. At about 36. Crowd now starts to encourage Lithuania. Yeah, exactly.
We'll check on that tomorrow. Double check.
A steal here, Fofana. Diabate now. Rolling, not worried about tomorrow. Realizes that nothing going, so he pulls it back out. Looking to go to work on Jokubaitis. Diabate, series of moves. Passes it off to Fofana. And Diabate putting on a show right now.
Great job, Diabate. And he got that ball. He told everybody, clear out, let me work. Fofana with a great weak side cut. While everybody, all the eyes were focused on Diabate. Making plays for his team.
Under a minute to play here in the first half. Jokubaitis turns the corner. And it's going to be a shot clock violation. Great defense that time by Cote d'Ivoire. Diabate right now, you see him grabbing his shorts at the bottom of your screen, leaving it all out on the floor.
He's grabbing his shorts, but I tell you, he won't give up that rock. He's going to want that ball in his hands. Last 37 seconds.
Coach Lascano feeling that his team could use a quick break. So he calls for time. 37.9 seconds remaining in the second quarter. We'll get an opportunity to listen in to this Lithuanian huddle.
Dargata pasidaro vienčiamai 4, Tomas priima kamuolį. Tomas prisiima Ąžuolai, nestatai užtvaros, tu slypini paprastai. Tomai čia pačiam viduryje. Per aukštai nesustok. Tomai žiūrėk, jeigu kartais bus, kad Tomo žmogus čia bus iš viršaus, gali būti sila pasiimti, tada tu praeikši. Davai, Kebra, kantri, užtikėm kėlį, davai. Mestus!
Coach Lascano working the officials in this one. Coach Markvidas as calm as ever on the sideline for Lithuania. Two coaches hoping to get their teams to the Olympic Games here in 2024. 38.8 seconds remaining in this first half. Lithuania in front, 45-38 over Cote d'Ivoire. Lithuania's second game here in Puerto Rico. They'll have 2 days now between them and the semifinals should they win this game. If they do win this game, that means they lock up first place in Group A. Cote d'Ivoire playing their first game after resting yesterday. Mexico waiting for them tomorrow night. Let's see if Cote d'Ivoire look to go 2 for 1. About 15-second difference between shot and game clock. Moulare with speed. Moulare dancing to the rim and earns a trip to the line.
Best situation they could have had. Right now you get a chance to get 2 at the free throw line and not only get back on defense to get a stop, but you get to set up your defense. About a 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
Moulare, still a youngster, was born in Paris, France, 21 years old, started his pro career with Mets 92. Of course, that team made famous by #1 overall pick in the NBA draft in 2023, and Victor Wembanyama. Very limited time there, but moved over to Clermont in French second division. That's where he started to come alive. Made his national team debut in the 2023 World Cup. And here he is, his 9th appearance for Cote d'Ivoire, senior national team level. Battling with one of the world's best. Ellis will cross the timeline. Jokubaitis, I think he's seen enough of number 0 in orange. New shot. Vadier moving his feet, getting in front of him well. Anovis attacking, the layup is there. Shot clock unplugged, Vadier has it. There's time to work. It's Thompson for 3 at the horn. Banks it in! Thompson drills the 3. Officials will go over to check to make sure it got off in time, but from our vantage point, it looks like a good field goal.
This was a hot potato. Clock winding down. He let it go before.
And Monty Yunus came off the bench, dropped in a couple of buckets. This was a tough move, wasn't it? It's just a professional scoring move there. Here's some of the assists work by Lithuania.
Monty Yunus shooting that three ball with that left hand, but around the rim likes to use his right.
Lale and Thompson connecting on that pick and roll. You had brought up at that point in the game the drop coverage that Monty Yunus was playing. You saw the effects of it on that possession.
Coach Boy, you've got quick guards, right? Attack him, make him make a decision, drop it down like we seen earlier against Thompson. This is just a tough finish right here. Dip the shoulder at the front of his chest and said, listen, young fella, you're gonna eat this.
Here's the one by Sidibe to close the half.
Hot potato.
He made sure to let you know, hey, I dropped in 3. Faces of intensity here at the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament. Lithuanian fans right now enjoying a 5-point advantage at the half, although you won't tell it by that picture right there. Final with some smiles as Cote d'Ivoire hanging it tough with one of the best teams on the planet. At the half, 47-42, Lithuania in front.
Education, health, justice. We sometimes take these simple things for granted. They're not common for all of us. We are all born on the same planet, but not with the same opportunities.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are one. We are all on the same team. Let's convince those who never thought they would do it that they can. We can. Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
Driving up the floor, and it's going to be a finish by Kuzminskis.
24-9 already in this second period, and it's in the hands of Lomash. Matus throws it down.
Tough guard for Azam on the other end as Melly punches it home.
finish from Caboclo. It's been the flavor of his game so far.
Fine eights in the post, goes in. Oh my goodness! DeAndre Ayton, are you kidding me?
And now Shardish looks up the floor.
And there's Zubac for the dunk. And boy, Croatia. Beautiful drop off by Hazonia.
There's a lob. And that's how it started. So we thought from Slovenia it was going to be better, isn't it?
Now Spellman will go from the half court. Oh my goodness! Omari Spellman just reminds the crowd. Spellman from downtown. I know someone else who made that shot yesterday, but Spellman right at the end of the first quarter.
And Nunez goes down and throws it down right on top of Arabi.
And look at Tay Garcia.
You want some more of that?
And now here from the Bahamas. Goes in. Oh my goodness! This man is only 18 years old, and even Michael Thompson is up on his feet. Well, Baylor, you better get ready.
Halftime here in San Juan, Puerto Rico, the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament. Our head-to-head matchup between Domantas Sabonis and Jean-Philippe Delle. Going the way of Sabonis at the moment, 8 points, 2 boards for Sabonis. Delle with the 2 points so far on 2 field goals. 47-42 is your score at the half. Lithuania in front. Let's take a look at the top score for Cote d'Ivoire. And it is 36-year-old, soon to be 37, Diabate with 8 points and counting. His ability to beat players off the bounce and force Lithuania into rotation got things going a little bit, because Cote d'Ivoire, before this explosion from Diabate, Cote d'Ivoire was a little bit stagnated on offense.
Yeah, he's a complete blur, right? The first thing you notice is his speed, but the second thing you notice is that he keeps his dribble alive. So he always has an option. He always has an outlet, right? Whether he's kicking into second gear or third gear, you know, working his way around the baseline, but keeping that ball alive and his speed, getting himself to the rack, but also making plays for his teammates. Very impressive.
See the shot chart for Diabate. Able to get into the paint. That's important against this Lithuanian squad who aren't afraid to pound it inside. And you'll see a lot of that from this man right here on a Sabonis. 8 points and counting, although that is Tubelis on that layup. Sabonis, the high man for Lithuania, and has them in front by 5 here at the half. Excuse me, Tubelis with 9 points and counting. He's the high man for Lithuania, and a lot of these are layups.
Yeah, and you know what? He's just finding his way, right? Reading what the defense is giving him. Here you see a drive, a kick out, and a late closeout, just taking those shots.
See his shot chart, a 1 3-point make, but most of his buckets inside the painted area. A 5-point lead for Lithuania at the half. So both teams struggling from three-point range, shooting 20% in that first half. But still an efficient first half for Lithuania. They shot 56% from the field.
Well, this is where Lithuania really turned around the game yesterday against Mexico, right? It's that third quarter. So coming out of the half, a team that has this type of depth, they get better, right? They get better and better. So I'm expecting them right now, Lithuania, to understand, okay, we should be in a 5-point game with Cote d'Ivoire. Yes, they're playing aggressive. Yes, they're playing a chippy brand of basketball. But that's our DNA. That's our identity. And in terms of depth and in terms of talent, Lithuania is the better team. So coming out in this third quarter, right out of the gate, to start the third, start the half, they've got to make a statement. They got to punch first and really have Cote d'Ivoire on their heels.
Here's the game leaders for Lithuania. Tabellis leading with 9 points. Ivanovis 6 boards. Jokubaitis dishing out 3 assists. A 5-point game. Lithuania led by as many as 11 points in that first half. They were down by 5 early in the first quarter and came back and never relinquished the lead after taking control of it midway through the second period. Take a look at some of the game leaders for Cote d'Ivoire. Talked about the leading scorer, Diabate, doing a terrific job of finding his rhythm in that second quarter with 8 points. Leading rebounder right now is Mulade, one of the smallest players on the floor. He's been able to catch and go on a lot of opportunities. He's also leading the team in assists with 3 of them. Another look at Tubelis and his stat line. Here's the aforementioned game leaders for Cote d'Ivoire. When your guard, point guard, Mulade is able to rebound the basketball and initiate the offense right from the get-go, just kind of makes your offense a little bit more efficient.
Yeah, and the wings and your bigs got to love that, right? Because if he's rebounding the basketball at his size at 6'2", everybody has one responsibility, has one job, then run your lanes from baseline to baseline, get down, and he can make plays, right? So that's a luxury for Cote d'Ivoire right now, is that you have your guard that's picking up those defensive rebounds. And guess what? If you can't get in transition, then you can pop into your offense with about 20 seconds left on the clock, get into your secondary break, and still have time. Okay, still don't get anything, your primary break, secondary break, we can still have time to run the set.
Solo Diabate's stat line right there on your screen. Hasn't taken a 3-point shot because he hasn't needed to. Able to get to the paint, get the job done. Cote d'Ivoire was very close to having Obama join this squad and wasn't able to make it, but that didn't stop Mo from making a trip here to San Juan, Puerto Rico, as he sits with the Cote d'Ivoire contingent behind the basket. Joining many Lithuanian fans here in San Juan. We're here to see this one. Smiles all around. It's a very basketball-hungry nation, Puerto Rico is. And you mix that with a traveling, hungry nation like Lithuania, where basketball is almost religion to them. Creates a fun atmosphere. We've had a fun first half in this game. Looking forward to a fun second half, moments away from that. In a 47-42 game. All right, Javon, let's talk about some adjustments that are going to have to be made. But before you get to that, keep in mind, folks, scan the QR code right now, courtside 1891. Stream, schedule, score, so much more. Home for the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament. Those FIBA competitions. Download it from your app store today. Start with Cote d'Ivoire. Not tough. It's a 5-point game, but within striking distance. How do they get over the hump?
Find the matchups that are favorable, right? Especially with Monteunus checks into the game, even with Sabonis, right? Guards got to be aggressive. They got to have their head up. When they get into the pick-and-roll actions, quick, smart, savvy decisions and aggressive ones, right? And play confident from that standpoint. We've seen it a couple times when they used their quickness and got to the rim. They got some really good looks at the basket or got themselves fouled and got themselves at the free throw line. I think for Lithuania, you know, I'm looking at the fact that they only have 4 fast break points. That's not the same team that we saw yesterday that got out and, you know, won that fast break battle 24-2.
Off we go here, second half action here in San Juan, Puerto Rico. It is the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament. Thanks for joining us wherever you are, however you're doing so. Game number 2 for Lithuania, game number 1 for Cote d'Ivoire. Lithuania coming away with a victory from Mexico less than 24 hours ago. They now have to do back-to-back. Playing Cote d'Ivoire as Thompson starts the party off with a 3-pointer.
What does it start with? This a mid-pick and roll. The guard does a good job of engaging Sabonis. And Thompson stepping out to the 3-point line. Has to be comfortable with that because Sabonis is going to cover that much real estate to get back out and contest the shot.
Nice feed inside. 2 men went with Dragonis and left Sabonis alone. Here's the 5 on the floor for Cote d'Ivoire. Fano attacking the rim, lost control of the basketball. Here's Lithuania looking to run. Novis, Jonas, great job once again by Cote d'Ivoire getting back in transition. Here's the 5 on the floor for Lithuania. Mentioned getting Lithuania before getting to run. Cote d'Ivoire, you got to give them some credit. They are getting back.
They are doing a good job of stopping the ball above the break, but also just holding forward until everybody gets back. There goes 2 defenders, Cote d'Ivoire defenders, late getting back into the play. But the effort that everybody's making, the extra effort, the strides to get back down and get matched up 5-on-5, got to give them credit.
Jonas, it's a 3, it's off the mark. Foul's going to be called on Novis. Wanted to inbound the basketball. He was walking away from it. And he's going to lose his opportunity to do that as Dazier comes right in front of us. So take back the snake. One adjustment Lithuania's made to their alignment was putting Kavicius on Mulade to start this 3rd quarter. Speed with speed. Yesterday he was making the adjustment to add some size to Paul Stoll at the point guard position, and that changed the game. See if we can get the right notes here. Roger with a great move, but couldn't finish it. This is turning into a very physical affair, a lot of bumping. But bumping doesn't necessarily mean a foul. Vicious attacking the goal that time, get it to fall. We'll go to the line for 2.
Second personal foul number 6.
Find that angle, use that glass that time. Get it to fall. So here's Lucas Lukavicius at the line. We're talking about the length and size that Lithuania has. Here's a 5'11" guy.
Big heart. Big heart. He plays much bigger than his size. So he doesn't count. He's a big fella, little big fella.
30 years of age, playing his 31st game with the senior national team. Just 2 of 2 from the line on that trip. It's a 51-45 score. Lithuania right now digging in deep defensively, and as soon as I say that, it just gets called for the foul as Lane was trying to beat him with a swim. It's the 2nd team foul for Lithuania. That's 8 for 3. Off the back, iron hard. Ball took a wild bounce. It's a fresh 14 here for Cote d'Ivoire. Dazier with the screen, kicks it back out. Thompson already hit a 3 from that spot. Does it again.
That's a good job. Great guard play again. And you can see dribbling, getting down the paint under the basket again. Sabonis is engaged, and Thompson's at the top of the key at that 3-point line.
And a double dribble called on Sabonis as he got caught up in and trying to pass it. So take a look first at that Thompson 3.
Great job, great patience, knowing that it's coming. There you can see Daddy dribbling down in center of the key, kick out, late closeout, and Thompson just knocked it down.
Both teams only shot 20% from three-point range in the first quarter, or the first half, excuse me. And now starting fighting here in the second half. Palming violation that time for Mulave, so back-to-back dribbling violations. Lithuania will have the basketball up 3. Jonas, the 45. Attacking hard. Kicks it out. Ball up for grabs. Mazio on the runway.
That's your defense, right? Cote doing a good job fronting Sabonis. Really couldn't get an entry there. Sabonis was calling for the high-low pass. Somebody just flashed that high post. Nobody came, and Cote doing a good job moving their feet, staying in front of the offense, and forcing a turnover, leading to that fast break.
A very game Cote d'Ivoire squad coming out here in the third quarter, making their presence felt. Lithuania, let's head to their huddle with 6:55 remaining in the third.
High low, šitasi kampą, pasidarom tą anksčiau sureaguojam, nematot kameros, tada miegi jau trečias kėlinys atsibos. Olime, davai, kad išsijudint, 24. Vieną kartą sužaidžiam, tik Kemeroną, antrą kartą sužaidžiam. Davai, Kebra, sujudinam kamuolį, davai. Mesut!
So here's the missing communication that you were talking about that led to the layup.
And Fofana using his length to get a tip on the basket, and now Dyer just gets out, gets a little airborne. 2 hands for safety.
We saw him come up with a big block in that first quarter. At time, flushing it home, and Coach Marksvitas now showing some signs of maybe a little bit of discomfort with how things are going here to start this second half.
Well, you see how his disposition has changed. Now he's on the sideline, he's up, he's pacing a little bit.
Let's face it, this is an important game here in this tournament. Yeah, Lithuania have 1 win. It's their final game in pool play. They want to make sure they play the first place schedule, and that means the second place team in Group B. Try to get an easier path to glory in the Olympic Games here in 2024. Fouls called as Bonus is on the drive. It's on the floor, so we'll have a side out Lithuania basketball. That's the 3rd team foul and the 3rd personal foul for Fofana. Bonus turning the corner, kicks it out. Yunanovis for 3. Indeed.
Bonus with a big time look there, right? There's no more rotation. He's drawing the help on the strong side. You get a kick out. Great assist.
Thompson sets the ball screen, a hard one. He's hit 2 threes. This time steps inside. Lazio for 3. Can't get it to fall. And Sabonis vacuums in the rebound. Sabonis will step into a triple. Can't get it to go. Sabonis on the offensive glass. That second shot doesn't count. The foul's going to be on the first attempt, and he'll go to the line for 2.
That's a textbook rebound, right? He catches that basketball above his head, doesn't bring it down once. It's the first thing you learn in camp basketball, right? You catch that basketball, keep it above your head, protect yourself, get the elbows up, and he goes right back up, gives himself a chance at 2 at the line.
It's just those little things that Sabonis does on the basketball court. He's not a flashy player by any means, but very effective. And that's what's made him an all-star in the NBA.
Absolutely. And you talk about a guy that, you're right, we talk about not being flashy. No, he's not out here putting the ball between the legs and crossing anybody over. But the stuff that he does do is, I'm going to rebound, I'm going to box out, I'm going to be physical, I'm going to put a body on somebody. And also knowing his spots on the floor, right? I like to get to the left elbow so I can pass with my left hand. I like to get to the right block so I can work to the middle, going over my right shoulder to my strong hand.
So the graphic quickly on your screen there. He had 12 points yesterday, already with 11. Plenty of basketball left to play. Thompson has come alive here in this third quarter. Give him 8 in the quarter alone. Back to a 3-point lead. Lithuania. Vicious. His floater's not going to go, so he'll have to earn him at the line. Certain guards just understand angles, and he's one of them. Look at this.
He knew that it was stepping out, and he went right into the contact, just knowing that he's going to pick up the ball, knowing that he's going to draw that foul there.
Locks in the first. He's part of the Eurobasket team in 2015 that won silver in France. 5-time LKL champion. Just knows how to win. Hoping that his team can win here in Puerto Rico and head on to the Olympic Games. Just 1 or 2 from the line. Someone lost Thompson. It was Sabonis, and Thompson with another layup. He's in double digits alone in this quarter with 10 straight points here for Cote d'Ivoire.
Now you see him change up the game, right? Hit those 2 threes early. Now he's showing you the inside game.
Sabonis on the right elbow. Swing through. No, they're going to call a travel. Thompson's defense forcing Sabonis to pick up his pivot.
Sabonis has had 2 back-to-back tough matchups, right? Thompson is physical. He can match up with Sabonis. Yesterday was Barra with his size. You can see he doesn't have the space to work in like the NBA, and right now these guys are binding him up. They're not afraid. They know it's a big task ahead of them, and they're up for it.
Olave. Thompson feeling it here in this quarter, now backing his way down. They don't send a double. He falls away, left it short. Quadzio with the offensive rebound, and he's going to get a foul drawn on Unanovis.
That's one of the tough ones. Unanovis. He actually was boxing out there, just didn't see the ball come off the rim. Picks up that foul.
Gives Cote d'Ivoire fresh 14. It's a 13th foul for Lithuania in the period. Chance for Cote d'Ivoire to tie on this possession or take the lead with this 3. And Daly will go to the line for 3 shots after being fouled from the land beyond. How about the fight here shown by Cote d'Ivoire? In this game, they were down by as many as 11. And now Daly, with 4:40 remaining in this 3rd period, has a chance to take the lead at the line.
They're sticking around and they're not backing down at all. Daly comes out from the screen. He sets the first one. And then comes up off the cleanup screen with Thompson. Steve just a little late, closing out of control. Just knowing that Daly's a 37% 3-point shooter this season with Shalon Reed. So you have to have a sense of urgency to get out there, but you also got to get out discipline.
First free throw falls for Daly, one of our spotlight players. Had a very quiet first half. To get through and get past this Lithuania squad, he is definitely going to have to step up here in the second. Thompson's been carrying a heavy load offensively. He can't do it all by himself. Daly ties the game at the line. This one to take the lead. Cote d'Ivoire lead Lithuania here in the 3rd quarter. Lithuanian support now here in Puerto Rico, trying to energize their team. Grigonis, Sabonis thought about the 3, now takes it off the mark, and a foul's going to be called on Grigonis. Cote d'Ivoire bench asking for an unsportsmanlike. And that's going to send us all the way to the other side of the floor, as that foul will put Lithuania in the penalty.
3rd personal foul number 20, Matthews Grigonis. Sophomore,
Leadership shown right here by Dadier, gathering his team, bringing them into a huddle, and basically saying, hey, keep the task at hand and keep the focus. Yeah, we're in front. Things are going away.
Well, think about it right now. They have a chance to extend this lead, and you can just see they have Lithuania a bit rattled right now.
Absolutely.
And if they can use this and get themselves a little momentum to stretch this lead to 5, to 6, to 7, right now you have something, because you're going to expect another push from Lithuania right now.
First free throw falls. This is a very unforgiving tournament. One loss can send you in a tailspin. Dali knocks down both free throws. He's made 5 in a row at the line to give Cote d'Ivoire now a 3-point lead. Jokubaitis back on the floor, Dimsha as well. Kuzminskis joins him. All 3 of those players can shoot the 3 well. That helps Sabonis get some space. Dali doing a great job of just bumping Sabonis out. Not giving him any space. Dimsha for 3, that's off the mark. The foul's gonna be called, a grab on Dali as Sabonis is trying to grab that rebound. And Sabonis will toe the line for free throws.
So you can see by Dali's reaction, he already has palms in the sky, as if I didn't do anything. But that's a clear sign to the officials, you did something.
Do you like the strategy that Coach Martinez is going with now? He has Monajunas waiting to check in, assuming he's coming in for the shooter Sabonis. Having a big like Sabonis want space in the middle and just surrounding him with shooters. It's really the first time we've seen this lineup.
Yeah, first time we're seeing this lineup, but I think you have to explore different looks, right? Because with the way Cote d'Ivoire is playing, the aggression that they're playing with, it's really tough to have bigs on the floor that these guys are getting into and have to make decisions. And so I think for Lithuania right now, it's, you know, surround with guards that can shoot, surround guards that can make plays, but also you have a big that is essentially a hub, like a playmaker himself. So you don't have to put the ball on the floor as much. You can play from the elbows, play off the cuts, play off the screens, which we've seen them try and do a bit more right now. Trying to get a bit more fluidity to your offense. It's something to look at.
Sabonis hit the first free throw, looking for the second year. This Lithuanian basketball team, if they do hope to get to the Olympic Games and they make it out of this OQ team, trying to figure out different ways to beat different teams when they get to the Olympics is going to be priority number 1. And by the way, maybe having Jonas Valanciunas enter the mix as well could help. But it also changes the dynamics of how differently you could play when having bigs like Sabonis, Monajunas, and Valanciunas at your disposal.
Yep, it changes the way you play, right? When Valanciunas is on the floor, you're going to play a slower brand of basketball. But to your point, learning how to beat other teams. When you get to the Olympics, when you get to any... Could have been dangerous over here.
You almost took a charge. And if you notice, I did not move an inch to help you out.
I was just making sure we're safe over here because that was going to hurt.
Jokubaitis was on his way over that table. 38 leaving the game after taking that foul. You saw Diabate saying, hey, use your mind, use your brain here. Don't pick up that third foul. There's no need for it.
To my point before, to your point there, you're learning about your own team because it changes the way you play, changes your dynamic, changes your rotations. When you have a guy like Valanciunas that comes back into the mix, like there's 1 or 2 guys that end up getting bumped down the rotation, but then also, you know, how you attack opposing teams, how you defend opposing teams. That changes everything.
Jokubaitis at the line. Was the second. Give Lithuania the lead once again. Diabate back on the floor. He came alive in that second quarter. Thompson has it rolling right now. Dali for 3. Indeed.
That is nice. And again, setting a really good screen off of that flex cut on the weak side and then pops out from it, right? Because that forces the defense now to help on that cutter. You pop out to the corner, no defense over there to recover to contest a shot.
The spacing required to have that play be effective is shown on display there. You can bottle that up and teach that at any level of basketball. Under 5 to shoot. Jokubaitis puts it up. A tough look. Can't get it to fall. Monajunas vacuums it in. Kick back out. Game shot for 3. Indeed. One thing about Lithuania, they're not going to go down easy. Cote d'Ivoire's going to have to go and take the game from them. Not going to hand it to them. Dali's fouled by Kuzminskis, and guess what? He's going right back to the line.
That's the same exact action they ran, right? If they broke, don't fix it. Dali setting the flex screen, and instead of popping this time, he's coming up off the cleanup screen for the curl to the basket.
As a player on the defensive end in that situation, when the coach, the opposing team coach, has identified something that they know is working and they go back to it multiple possessions in a row.
You hate that as a defender because you probably just got chewed out by your coach for leaving Dali open in the corner. But now you're so worried about, the screener coming off, the cutter coming off of the screen and chasing back out Dali. You're like, listen, I'm not giving him anything easy. I got to foul him. I don't want coach to sub me. There's so many things going on. And you end up fouling him anyways.
And then you open yourself up to successful backdoor cuts. Dali now has 12 points. They're only having 2 in the first half. Gobitis, Monty Eunice, the right-hand push shot, can't get it to fall. Sua for 3. Indeed.
Wow. This is a team that's playing with confidence right now. Because when I sat here and told you that was a good shot, I'd be lying to you. But he came off, he knocked it, so it's an okay shot. We live with it.
It's a great shot if it goes in. Deep shot, hit a 3 on the other side. Had to give it up as a great closeout. And Dali comes up with the block. Diabate, heel pull for 3. Can't get it to fall.
Ooh, the roof was about to come off of this place.
Deep shot with a great pass to Kuzminskis, and he got bumped, and he'll go to the line for 2. Well, the gym is beginning to fill up with Puerto Rican fans who are here to see the next game between Puerto Rico and Bahrain. But right now, it seems as though they're taking the side of Cote d'Ivoire. Cote d'Ivoire is feeding off of it here with 1:32 remaining in the third quarter. Kuzminskis will go to the line for 2 free throws. Both teams in a penalty the rest of the way here in this period. It's the 4th foul for Dadier. Frustrating night for him. Kuzminskis drills the first as he stares into a sea of green t-shirts, tie-dye, drums beating behind the net. Lithuanian fans who have traveled here to San Juan, Puerto Rico. 3 points and counting for Kuzminskis, make it 4. Even the Teletubbies have made their way here to San Juan. Mate. Sua. Sua on the 45. To the basket. Throws it down. The foul's going to be before the shot. He's going to earn a trip to the line.
First, personal foul number 51, Arkas Butkevicius.
Sua coming off that Iverson cut. Again, turning that corner. Little action on the backside there. Creates some confusion. No help. Touches the floor, but gets above the rim.
Springy legs for the 27-year-old from Brockton, Massachusetts. They're going to count that basket, by the way. Missed the free throw, so stays the way it is. Here's Gobitis. Eunice moves it quickly, deep shot for 3. They left him a little space. He can't make it. Gobitis jumped too early for that rebound attempt and goes out of bounds.
They have struggled from the 3-point line tonight. 4 for 17, just 24%. And it's not like you're taking bad shots. Just really haven't been able to knock them down, and that's really affected how the flow of their offense.
Meanwhile, Cote d'Ivoire has been able to make 4 3-pointers in this period alone. Sua. Again, turns the corner, attacking the rim. Can't get it to go. Sidibe's there.
It's a perfect look. Sua, again, drawing out. Monteudis turns that corner. Yeah, he doesn't come up with the basket. Well, Montejunas is out of position, rebounding position. You have an offensive rebound, a putback. Cote d'Ivoire.
Jokovitis gives it away. Zozua on the run, attacking the rim. Cote d'Ivoire rolling in the third quarter, and they extend the lead 72-65. Shot clock unplugged. Jokovitis looking for Montejunas, bad pass. And Cote d'Ivoire with all the momentum in the world heading towards the fourth quarter. Upset alert, an upset special potentially brewing here in San Juan, Puerto Rico. 10 minutes away from finding out the result. Cote d'Ivoire leads 72-65. 30 minutes in the books. Here are the numbers. Cote d'Ivoire finding a range from three-point land in that third period. 4-7 from deep. And we're able to dig back into this game and eventually take the lead. And they have Lithuania on the ropes. Here's some of the best plays from the third. Scan the QR code on your screen right now. Courtside 1891, the app to catch all the streams, know all the schedules, read all the scores from the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament. 4 teams hoping to get to the Olympic Games in Paris here in 2024. 2 of them right now doing some battle. And Cote d'Ivoire holding up their end of the bargain right now in a potential upset here. Olympic qualifying tournament.
Upset alert.
It is there.
Fourth quarter.
No
Let's
doubt.
get it.
No doubt about it. 10 minutes on the clock. Off we go. Hope you enjoyed it so far. This game's shaping up to be a good one. That's an offensive foul. Never want to start a period with a turnover. And that's a double whammy. The turnover and the foul. And it was inadvertent as Lukavicius threw that left arm up, hit Diabate in the face. And guess what? Since it is a shot to the face, we're going to go to the monitor. Diabate's still down, finally getting up. He's saying that was a close fist or forearm. We'll get to listen in to the officials discuss what they're looking at over at the table as Diabate tries to shake the cobwebs, taking that shot to the grill.
Take a shot like that, especially from a big fella. Diabate has 4 of his teammates in front of him. It looks like 8. You see?
So here's the review. Let's listen in.
Okay, slowly, please. Slow motion. Let's see. Okay, it's a hit in the face. Go slowly. The fist is like this. It's unsportsmanlike for number 43. Okay, number. Okay. After review, the foul will be upgraded. The contact met the criteria of unsportsmanlike. Number 10 orange will have 2 shots and the possession for the orange team. Okay, let's go. Unsportsmanlike, 2 and the possession. Number 10 is shooting.
Appreciate it from our official, Johan Rosso from France. Crew chief tonight. Heard the explanation, heard the upgrade. Diabate and Lukavicius now discussing. Diabate will shoot 2 free throws with the possession. you're Cote d'Ivoire, this is exactly what you want.
Yep.
A great start to the fourth, a great end to the third.
And a momentum shifting play as well, right? You get 2 shots at the stripe, you get a possession, you get a foul. That essentially, you know, change of possession right there. So I think for them, this is still something to build on. And we've already seen like their confidence has started to grow. And that's the most dangerous thing for Lithuania, is just seeing a team like this start to believe in themselves, start to trust that they can win.
Dragonis is going to get a delay of game warning here as he crossed the line. Zazua was trying to inbound the basketball. Zazua didn't even think that he crossed the line there. He agreed with Dragonis. So inbound here right in front of us. Diabate has it on the rhythm dribble. He'll pull for 3. Can't get the kind roll as Sabonis vacuums it in. Kevicius attacking. And once again, Cote d'Ivoire getting back defensively in transition. Lee that time putting 2 hands up to stop the layup attempt. Diabate driving right by everyone. Couldn't finish that one. He's down. Numbers again for Lithuania. Look at them get back in transition once again. Bellis. Dragonis, 7 to shoot. Tees up a 3 indeed.
He's a gamer.
Much
He
needed
is a
triple.
gamer.
Much needed triple for Lithuania. Maybe that gets Dragonis going. Poured in 21 big points in the win against Mexico. Stuck on 5 points tonight. Late shot clock. Valley for 3. Left it hanging, but didn't fall for it. Ellis will push. Gomez wants the basketball. 2-man game, he and Sabonis. Dragonis snakes it. Nice pass inside to Sabonis. Count the bucket and the foul. Lithuania now starting to play with a sense of urgency.
Sabonis with a good pass here. Sabonis knows contact is coming, just knocks over everybody. Clears out the way. Gotta get to this left hand. 2 with a chance for 1 at the stripe.
Moscato can't believe it. Sabonis drawing that foul. As Javon said, a chance for 1 more at the stripe. A much better game for Sabonis tonight. 15 points and counting, 7 boards. 16 points now, and it's a 3-point game once again. Plenty of time left in this basketball game. We'll have to keep the intensity level high. Diabate uses the Thompson screen. Thompson at the foul line, stops, drops, and pops.
Yeah, right. He has the matchup. He likes the matchups that he has. The guards are doing a good job keeping that dribble alive. Pocket pass, and Thompson hit 2 threes early. Now he's showing that little mid-range game if nobody's going to step up.
Sabonis trying to return the favor on the other end. That's a tough layup.
There's nothing you can do there. He attacks with the left hand. His hands are so big, he palms the ball with one and just clears out Thompson with the right hand.
Dragonis and Zazua doing some talking right now. Zazua gives the rock up. Wants it back.
Same play.
Diabate was fouled as he forced.
They're running all that action, all that misdirection just to get Diabate the ball in a pick and roll, some pick and roll action with Thompson to really attack.
Zazua will sit, will bring some speed back into the game. Lade comes to the basketball. Valley for 3. Can't get it to go. He's missed his last couple of attempts after finding some range in the third. Lithuania with a chance to tie in his possession. He had 7 ties in this basketball game so far. 8 lead changes. Dragonis at the foul line. He was fouled. He'll go back to that same foul line for 2 shots.
Third personal.
It's the second team foul for Cote d'Ivoire here in the fourth.
South for Lithuania enters number 33, Thomas
Lipsha will check into the game here. 6:54, his team down by 3. Bonus leading scorer in the game just last night. 21 points. I have to wonder how much effect that game against Mexico has on this current matchup right now with Cote d'Ivoire. They had less than 24 hours to recover with Lithuania. Here they are in a battle. Under 7 minutes to play in the fourth.
South Cote d'Ivoire enters number 12.
You have to think for Lithuania as well, right? They played the late game, like you mentioned, now less than 24 hours, but the adjustment to the time, the travel. In the second, they didn't have their luggage for a couple days into the trip, right? So they haven't been set and settled.
Come up with a steal there on that last possession defensively and give it right back. Cote d'Ivoire on the run. Quazio lays it in. Back to a 3-point lead. Margonis being ridden all the way by Diabate. And he made it look easy as Diabate too small there.
Margonis just too big. Just too big there. And he knew it. Had Diabate on his backside the entire way down the floor.
Cote d'Ivoire with 18 points off of turnovers in this game. Thompson banging, the double comes. Diabate for 3. No good. Offensive rebound for Quazio. A fresh 14 for Cote d'Ivoire. Diabate now looking to dance. Attacking Diabate. Almost got it to drop, and this crowd would have erupted.
Good deflection.
I'll
tell you, that's where you turn it over, get on the other end, and use that right foot acceleration step to slow down. This is not the same calm, cool, collected coach. 5:50 to go, we're in a 1-point game.
Coach Martinez knows exactly what type of pressure he's on here to perform and get Lithuania back to the Olympic Games. Could you imagine the scene back in Lithuania if this team misses the Olympic Games for the second time in a row? Diabate drills the first free throw. Meanwhile, Coach Lescano just trying to get his team to the Olympic Games for the first time ever. And right now, has them playing tough against a world power. What a win this would be for Cote d'Ivoire. Still 5:50 remaining in the game to close it out. They only lead by 3. Dadier back into the game. He's 1 foul away from having his night come to an end. How many minutes can he give Cote d'Ivoire? He's on the rock right now. Deep shot. Sabonis. Stolen by Quazio, and it should be an unsportsmanlike. It is. No matter what happens, the rest of the 5:34 remaining in this game, this is the first matchup between these two nations. Lithuania has certainly upped their respect level for Cote d'Ivoire based on what we're seeing tonight.
Yeah, that was just, you know, the Cote d'Ivoire's being active hands, but that was just miscommunication by Gorgonis and Sabonis. Gorgonis stopped that cut short, and Sabonis was thinking he's coming for the handoff. Gorgonis looked like he wanted to go back door, but Cadio just doing a good job just being there, getting that hand in there. Now you pick up this unsportsmanlike. Knocks down the second of 1 of 2. Possession as well. It's a 4-point game, or wiping up the wet spot right on the logo where Quazio fell. Turnovers once again plaguing Lithuania in this basketball game. That's the 15th turnover for Lithuania. They still have 5:34 remaining. Crowd being a little patient here. These world-class athletes want to make sure clean every spot up, make the playing surface as safe as possible. All right, here we go. Milave will inbound the basketball.
Grenier's going to come to it. Thompson with the hard screen. Daddier pulls for two. Can't get it to fall. Olave chases down the offensive rebound. From the corner with speed to get it. Olave spins. Has the defender off balance. Can't get it to fall. Another rebound by Sabonis. Where's the offense come from for Lithuania? Could it be this man? Grigonis, offensive foul. And that is the 15th foul here in the fourth for Lithuania. And we're going to get a review because it was a shot to the face of Quatio.
Fourth personal foul number 40.
This is another sportsmanlike. This would be a bad sequence for Lithuania. Terrible sequence.
We would like to review the last contact to see if the contact met the criteria of unsportsmanlike. Again, normal speed, please. Normal speed. Again. Slowly, can we zoom? Can we have this camera? Slowly. We have dribbling, elbow is going up. Does it look a natural movement or does it look like elbow in the face?
The crowd inside the arena can watch
elbow
this
in the face.
on the big screen here.
Okay. After review, the contact met the criteria of unsportsmanlike. We'll give our number 40 white. The foul will be upgraded. Number 6 orange will have 2 shots and the possession for orange team.
A big call. Grigonis, hand on his head, can't believe it. It's an unsportsmanlike call with 5:07 remaining in the fourth period. In a 4-point game, Quatio will go to the line for 2 free throws. This youngster has his popcorn at the ready. Big smile seeing himself on the big screen. There's many others wearing Lithuanian colors who are a little bit more nervous about what's happening right now. Quatio left it short on the first. It's almost harder sometimes to take free throws when the lane's empty like this.
And you know the entire arena's looking at you. You know your entire team's counting on you. You have an upset on the verge of an upset.
And he blow 2 free throws. Can Quatio shake it off?
The lights are bright.
The moment is big. Quatio will inbound. 14 on the shot clock after the unsportsmanlike call. Mulare crossing over. Mulare, tough. Can't get it to fall. Regardless of whether or not he was in the act, he's going to the line for 2. Lithuania, their 6th team foul here in this quarter. Exactly 5 minutes to play in the game. You can feel the nervousness from Lithuania and their fans right now with what they're watching in this basketball game. And on the flip side, you could feel the confidence oozing out of Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah, it's almost like if Lithuania was playing against an opponent where they know it's supposed to be a battle, they wouldn't be as nervous. But because this could be a potential upset, guys are getting a little bit more tight.
Both free throws fall for Mulare, and they're picking up full court. This is how they started the game. Let's see if they're able to close it out as well. Gavicius, shot out of a cannon, can't make it. Gets his own, misses that. Ball last touch by Lithuania. We're going the other way.
It feels like
Bamba looks on.
It feels like this clock hasn't moved from 5 minutes for the last 10 minutes. And it feels like that for us. I can only imagine how it feels for Cote d'Ivoire.
What a big win this would be. Still plenty of time left in this basketball game. Where does the offense come from Cote d'Ivoire? That's going to be an offensive foul. Thompson bulldozing his way through the lane. Fouls Zuma Navas. It's only the third team foul for Cote d'Ivoire.
Right now, you need a really good, disciplined defensive possession, right? Got to get back to basketball and not allow Lithuania to knock down a big shot or not allow anybody to make a big play. And as aggressive as Cote d'Ivoire has been, right, can't pick up any careless fouls.
Ball in with 4:32 remaining in the game. Vicious. Looking for Navas. The floor is clear for him. Sabonis on the other side. He'll go to work. Sabonis, great pivot. Can't finish it. It's been that kind of night for Lithuania.
And he had it, right? The shot fake going to the middle, got the defense shifted, and it goes right back over that right shoulder with the spin with that left hand. And he just overshot that one. You can see here, goes right, Deion Thompson gets him up in the air. Whoop, now you see me, now you don't.
Could it be fatigue? Less than 24 hours ago, they played Mexico in a tough battle. Cote d'Ivoire was off yesterday and were able to watch. Look, Vicious for three. A big shot. 4 minutes to play in the game. 3-point game. Fofana has it. Top of the key. He's been quiet here in the second half. Ulare with 5 to shoot. Pulls. In and out. Strong rebound by Vukevicius. And Ragonis has it. Ragonis using the Sabonis screen. Push shot not there. Sabonis is going to get called for the offensive rebound, or offensive foul, excuse me. Offensive foul on Sabonis because they're in the penalty. Will walk down to the other end and shoot free throws. You decide at home. It's a slight push in the back.
Slight push, yeah. You can see the extension of the arms, and that's what gives the officials the green light for the call. Without that extension, I think he gets away with it.
Number 2
Before the free throws, we'll have a timeout on the floor. 3:32 remaining in the game. Cote d'Ivoire up by 3. Looking at a massive upset here in Puerto Rico. But when you look at Cote d'Ivoire and their ability to get to the foul line, they've gotten there 32 times. But here in this fourth quarter, they've missed some big foul shots. And you see the foul trouble they're in. Dadjier, Fofana, Thompson, all with 4 fouls.
Well, they've been, you know, they haven't made enough free throws, in my opinion, because they, like you mentioned, they've gotten themselves there 32 times. What's been impressive is the 25 fouls that they have drawn. Right, guys are doing a good job of really being aggressive, both on the offensive and defensive side, picking up, you know, there's been a couple sportsmanlike fouls, there's been a couple fouls where they're attacking the basket and getting themselves to the line. Now, you're shooting 78%, yes. Are we, you know, inching close to 80%? Sure, but for Cote d'Ivoire right now, the margin for error is so slim that you need every point. You need every one of those possessions. You need every one of those buckets to go in.
Times at the foul line. They're shooting 78% from the free throw line in this basketball game. Here comes 2 more free throws on the way. They've struggled to score in the last couple of possessions and left the door slightly open for Lithuania. You'll hear the Lithuania supporters make some noise here in the background as Thompson puts up the first free throw and knocks it down. Thompson coming up big here in this second half. He got things going with 2 3-pointers in the third, and that really opened the basket up for the rest of the team.
They've essentially ran everything going to him, right? It doesn't really matter which matchup he's had, whether it's been Yunus or Sabonis. In every ball screen, he's been there. In every action, he's been there.
18 points and counting, 16 of them coming in this second half.
He has delivered.
A 5-point lead for Cote d'Ivoire. Lukavicius try to get it into Sabonis. He draws 4 defenders. Grigonis gave it up. Lukavicius to the corner. Lukavicius for 3. No good. Sabonis with the offensive rebound. Pivoting in the lane. And a strong finish by Sabonis. 3 minutes to play. 3-point game. Cote d'Ivoire basketball. Trying to pull off the upset. It's Thompson. Kicks it. Moulare for 3. Indeed. A cold-blooded 3 from Moulare.
That's a big shot.
Back to a 6-point advantage. Grigonis snakes the dribble. Grigonis to the rack. Counted and the foul. How do you not love this game of basketball? Both teams making big-time plays. Grigonis the latest, and he'll go to the line for one more.
Deion Thompson may have fouled out that one.
First to Moulare, 3. Mark Sweetis didn't love that. It happened right in front of him. And on the other end, seeing the shadows. Scano trying to hold in his smile. He knows he's close to an upset. 2:32 away from doing so. That's one of those no. Yes, yes. No. Yes. A great shot from our crew here. And to your point, Thompson, who has been a workhorse here in this second half, fouls out of the game. It's back to a 3-point advantage as Grigonis drills that free throw. Dadier has the rock. Where does the offense come from without Thompson? Lave was fouled. Now the whistle blows. One official has the foul on Cote d'Ivoire as an offensive foul. The other has it on Lithuania, which would send Moulare to the line. Let's see what happens here. It is a shot to the face of Ulanovas. And we're going to get the review here. So we'll see the replay before the officials step in and take it over. That left arm by Moulare comes up.
We would like to review the last situation to see if after the foul there is an act of violence. Again, let's see the left arm, the left elbow of the dribbler. Again, do you have, yes, this angle. Again. Okay, we have a hit in the face. It's the contact will be unsportsmanlike. So we have a foul with penalty. So 2 shots for number. Go slowly. I think it's number 6. 0. So 0 will have 2 shots. Then it will be unsportsmanlike. Number 92 will have 2 shots and the possession for the white after. Okay? Okay, I will show number 0.
I don't need to repeat the other foul.
Unsportsmanlike, 2 and the ball. It will be first 2 shots here, and then we go on the other side. 2 shots and the possession. Sub.
Great access here at the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament. We appreciate all the officials for wearing the mic. The sights and sounds from a very intense basketball game. 2:15 remaining in the basketball game. 2 shots from Moulare, who got initially fouled. After the foul, threw the elbow back, and a sportsmanlike foul was called. That will give 2 shots on the other end for Ulanovas. Moulare drills the first. Important free throw that was.
So much more pressure on these 2 free throws right now because Lithuania is going to get their 2 with a sportsmanlike and the possession. So that could be easily a 4 or 5 point swing.
Lane did a great job of calmly knocking down the free throws. Nervousness in this arena.
got ice in his veins. He knocked down that big three as well.
Novis on the other end. Misses the first. He's a great three-point shooter. Sometimes that doesn't translate to the line. This is an important one. Makes it a 4-point game. So as Javon said, possession for Lithuania here. 2:15 remaining. Novis has it at the top of the key. Gorgonis going to depend a lot on him to make plays. And Daddier just fouled out as Gorgonis with a sweep through move. Just smart, efficient offensive play that time. He felt it.
Know the defense, use the defense, aggression against them. Right, the little subtle jab. Come back. Defense trying to catch up to you. Takes no time off the clock and get yourself a chance at 2. Here you see it setting it up. See that. Swing the ball, jab, and sweep through. Sweep under the defense's arm, and pick up 2.
Gorgonis' first free throw softly falls. We're back to a 1-possession game. Maybe those prayers will be answered here on this second free throw. Cote d'Ivoire up by 2. So approaching 2-minute mark here in the 4th period. Olave thought about it. Kicks it to Fofana. Zazua pulls for 2. Off the mark. Ball up for grabs. Vicious picks it up. Lithuania with 1:45 can tie or take the lead on this possession. It's Gorgonis. He waits for a Sabonis screen. Gorgonis turns the corner, gives it to Sabonis. Sabonis inside, counted, and the foul. Domantas Sabonis, nasty inside.
First, personal foul number 13.
Took a shot to his right hip and trying to flex that out. But not much space. He doesn't need much space. He'll create it himself.
He creates it. There you go, right through to that left hand.
So for
Sabonis ties the game. 1:31 remaining in it. He has 1 free throw to take the lead. This is the 8th time in this basketball game the game has been tied. It remains tied. The foul's going to be called, and we're going the other way. This has become a free throw contest.
Third personal foul number 92, Veteran Ulanova.
And Fofana will toe the line here as Ulanovas picks up the foul. And he can't believe it.
So for
A little defense for offense as Azua will step out. Quazio will come back into the game.
Here, what you
Little pressure free throw time for the man who's making his 44th appearance for the national team. Fofana puts his up and missed it. Noise level rising in the arena. Fofana missed them both. Ball up for grabs. Who has it? Ulanovas pulls it down. And Gorgonis with 1:23 crosses the timeline. Lukavicius uses the Sabonis screen. Turns the corner. Gorgonis thought about the 3. Lukavicius tosses up the floor. Smallest man on the court. Biggest heart. With the biggest shot so far for Lithuania, and a 2-point lead with 1:09 remaining in the game. timeout, Cote d'Ivoire. 1:09. They've been dealing with foul trouble with a couple of their key pieces, including Thompson, who's done with 5. Daddy out with 5. And now you have to think, where do you go if you're Cote d'Ivoire to get a good look here late in the game?
I would like to see the ball in Lara's hands again, right? Because he's made some clutch plays down the stretch. Diabate's back in the game as well. Both of those guys have handled the pressure. And I think without Thompson in the game, you got to have the hands in your best creator's hands, and both those two guys have shown that they can handle the pressure.
What a basketball game this has been. Guess what? It is only 1 of 2. We still have Puerto Rico taking on Bahrain next. The gym here in San Juan starting to fill up. There you can see the top scorers for Cote d'Ivoire. Thompson, who has the 18, leading the team in scoring. He's done for the night. He picked up his 5th foul. On the other end, Lithuania need a stop. Haven't been able to pick up a stop, a big stop in a big spot in this game tonight. Can they do it? That youngster's definitely hoping so. Whistles have been heard through some free throws here for Cote d'Ivoire. It's Moulare who will inbound this basketball. Small lineup on the floor right now for Cote d'Ivoire. 3 guards. Moulare has it. Valley has a mismatch. She'll tee up a 3 and hit. 1-point lead, Cote d'Ivoire. And we just had our 9th lead change of the game. Excuse me, 10th. Lakavicius on the drive. Villanobas. Lakavicius for 3. Takes the lead.
Oh, let's rock. Let's play some ball. That's 2 big plays for the Lithuanian Isaiah Thomas.
11th lead change in the basketball game. A big one. 2-for-1 opportunity here for Lithuania, or excuse me, for Cote d'Ivoire. Moulare has a switch that he wants. Tees up a 3. Can't hit. Ball saved. Dragonis attacking it, and he lost it out of bounds. A 5-second differential between shot and game clock. But it's a fresh 14 for Cote d'Ivoire. Deep shot will check into the game to give Lithuania some more size.
Gally just looked over at Coach Lethano and said, "Get me the rock."
Coach Lascano calls for time. Here with 19 seconds remaining in the game after that big shot by Lukavicius to make it a 2-point lead for Lithuania. What a battle this has been. Said Dadley tapped his chest, looking at his coach.
He looked right over the coach.
Get me the basketball. How do you get him the basketball?
Well, you know, similar to what you just ran a while ago, where you had an action with Moulare, excuse me, coming off an Iverson cut, and he followed suit right after. Right, I think. You look, if he says he wants him, just knock down a big shot, you gotta go right back to him.
It's a final timeout for Cote d'Ivoire. Lithuania has 2 left. This game, both of these teams still 1 challenge remaining. This a huge possession for Cote d'Ivoire. Upsets are so hard to pull off at this level. You have to beat a team. They're just not going to give you the game. And Cote d'Ivoire have done everything they can to give themselves an opportunity with 19 seconds remaining in this basketball game. Got to finish the job. And that's the tough part. Lithuania, they might say, hey, we could play better basketball than we have. But a win would be a win would be a win if they're able to close this 19 seconds out. Their fans hoping they can do it. A thrilling basketball game for everyone involved. Hope you enjoy it. You can join us in conversation using the hashtag FIBA OQTs on social media. Hope you're enjoying it on the FIBA Courtside 1891 app.
So we have white. Go. Go slowly.
We're getting a
orange,
review
white,
here.
White.
To make sure it is so Cote d'Ivoire basketball.
Here is orange ball on the baseline. Okay? Thank you. After review, the ball will be baseline for a throw-in, and it will be orange ball. Thank you.
So it's confirmed.
Out.
That ball last touched by Lithuania.
That's right.
Good to see that the officials did what they could to make sure they got the right call in a game of this magnitude.
Cote d'Ivoire keep the ball with 14 in the shot clock.
They're starting to stand here in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Mulave takes it all the way to the logo, has the switch of Sabonis on it. Daly wants it, gave it back to Mulave. Mulave for three as the shot clock was winding down. It's an air ball. A great defensive possession by Lithuania, forcing a tough look out of Mulave. And Lithuania calls for time, up to 6 seconds remaining in the basketball game. You have to give credit to Domantas Sabonis, who is not afraid to be out on the island with a guy like Mulave, who has all the handles in the world. Still time on the clock. We know what's going to happen here for Cote d'Ivoire. You got to foul. And hope there's a free throw miss, which, by the way, we've had a ton of.
We've had more than enough. We've had our fair share, but Cote d'Ivoire right now, you know, the first thing on the agenda has to be trying to force a turnover off of the inbound. As soon as that ball goes in, yes, you're looking for a foul, but if everybody's got it, I imagine they're going to come out of here right now, switch everything, try and get a deflection, try and get a hand on the ball, and force Lithuania to turn this thing over.
Lithuania had 2 timeouts remaining before this one. They now have 1 timeout left. Cote d'Ivoire, no timeouts left. Both teams in the penalties, so there's free throws on both sides. 6 seconds remaining, but as Javon said, the important thing is getting the ball in play. And then making sure you get fouled. Go to the line to make your free throws. Step number 1 is get it in. Cote d'Ivoire has been in the jerseys of Lithuania all night. I don't think this possession will be any different. Lithuanian support now, raising their voices. Ball's in play. Grigonis was fouled by Chaggio. And that will send Grigonis to the line, where he has not missed tonight and did not miss yesterday.
For Lithuania enters number 23, Thomas Vincha.
Vincha will check into the game for defensive purposes.
For Cote d'Ivoire enters number 10.
There's Grigonis with some important free throws. Didn't even think about touching the rim.
Ice in his veins.
This is the big one. No timeout, by the way, for Cote d'Ivoire. I got to go full court. 4.1 seconds remaining. Lithuania just doesn't have to foul. The 3 on the way. It's off the mark. And Lithuania survived here in Puerto Rico, outlasting Cote d'Ivoire. 97-93, your final score in 40 minutes of great basketball.
You got to tip your hat to both teams. Cote d'Ivoire for coming out and really putting up a 40-minute fight. They started out this game absolutely intense, using their length, using their physicality, and just, you know, deflections, forcing turnovers, tough shots, focused in, locked in on their game plan. And then Lithuania, right, playing the course, stay the course of the match, right? It's a marathon, it's not a race, and tough shots down the stretch, down the stretch. Lektovicius just bucket after bucket, where he just willed his team to this victory and made the plays they needed to. And then obviously Sabonis coming up with a big one.
22 points for Sabonis, game high for him. We know what Grigonis was able to do. He had the 2 clutch free throws late in the game, 18 points for him tonight. And this Lithuania squad can think about the semifinals as they win their first 2 games here in San Juan, Puerto Rico, in front of the Green Machine. Their fans making the trip all the way to the island of Puerto Rico. And And they are 2 wins away now officially from making the Olympic Games in 2024. Cote d'Ivoire on the other end, Obama and Toe, not playing in this tournament, but here for support. They have an opportunity to get to the semifinals. It's simple for them. Win and you're in. They play Mexico tomorrow. What a basketball game this was here in Puerto Rico in the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament. And Mulare needing to be consoled right now as he's coming to tears after this loss. That's how badly this Cote d'Ivoire squad wanted this victory. But this is why I say this is the most unforgiving tournament there is. One loss really could send your team into a tailspin. You see a guy like Mulare, emotional, left it all out on the floor, and then you have to think about that. You have to get back into it mentally and play Mexico in 24 hours. That is a tough task to do. I don't care who you are. So we take a look at some of the best moments from the fourth quarter. Thompson had a terrific night in his first outing here in Puerto Rico, but fouled out right here on that possession. And that changed the game really for Cote d'Ivoire. They weren't able to get the offense as fluid as they were.
Yeah, you talk about, a terrific night. So did his matchup, Sabonis, 22 points and 9 rebounds for him. And I just thought both those guys was a tough battle. Let's Silvestri's here with a big-time 3 in that corner. Sabonis, this big rebound, and just clears out space. So strong. Thompson, kick out Mulare, big shot. Little snake dribble. Little tough finish. Another lefty.
Vicious was big coming off the bench. He started the second half, and his task was, hey, you're guarding Mulare. But he also provided some offense. This is the big 3 that gave him the lead that they never relinquished after that. Bang. A tough shot, a great look, and that pushes Lithuania to 2-0 here in Puerto Rico, and they clinched their spot in the semifinals, which we played on Saturday. They have 2 days off now before thinking about what's next. What's next will be a matchup with whoever finishes in second place in Group B. On the other side, Cote d'Ivoire, they got to shake this one off and play Mexico in 24 hours time, and that will be for another spot in the semifinals and the Final Four here in the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament in San Juan, Puerto Rico. There is the Group 8 standings. Lithuania did what they had to do, handled their business, won by 4. They now have 4 points. Cote d'Ivoire and Mexico, they will be battling in a winner-take-all ticket to the semifinals tomorrow night. We have 1 game on the docket remaining here tonight. It's the host nation, Puerto Rico, who will kick off their tournament against Bahrain. Lithuania victorious in this one, though. Cote d'Ivoire gave them everything they wanted. Lithuania fighting through, securing their spot in the semifinals. 97-94, the final score. For Javon Shepard, I'm Carlin Gate. We'll see you soon.